Greetings. Okay, so I'm going to share a collective message that I've written down. Okay, so all of this came to me. It's been a build-up, basically. So I felt led to use, or I'm going to use, some of my Egyptian based cards. These ones I wouldn't really say are, they have some symbolisms, but not really. They're more sigils, I guess, or whatever you want to call them. But I'm gonna use a couple of my decks here. So in a series of days, maybe a week or so, pretty much, I can't even say a week, it's probably been longer than that, just as far as I've been able to capture and remember. But I had some encounters with doors. So some of you, if you've been resonating with something, symbolism behind doors, or you've been having visions of doors, hearing something about doors, dreaming of doors, this is your message. However you resonate with doors, and this is like, your ears is like ringing and like perked up for this message, definitely this is for you, okay? Or it could be for you, okay? It could be confirmation, could be revelation for you. But so I had a dream, probably, was it last week? I had a dream probably last week, pretty sure it was. Sometime last week I had this dream, and in it was this door, but the door, it was more so of a doorway, because it didn't have an actual door. It's kind of like you walk into one room into another. You know how there's no doors, right? Like it's already open. So fast forward, I was guided to look up Egyptian style decks. I have like an abundance of Egyptian decks, like a few tarot decks, a few oracle decks. So I wanted to see if there was any more. I don't know, I just have a fascination with them. Anyway, so I was looking for like new decks, and one of them has been like calling out to me for probably over a year or two. I was intimidated to get the deck in the past because I heard it's a system to it, and I'm like, okay, because I like to shuffle, you know, I like to just do it my own way, but there's a like actual structure to this oracle deck. And the deck is called the deck, what is it called? Where is it at? Dang it, I don't know what I did with it. Let me see. I always forget the name. It's called the Book of Doors. The Book of Doors Oracle. It's based off of the Emerald tablets. And I was like, okay, I know there's a system to this. I don't know. I'm kind of intimidated by it. I didn't fully understand it. So I looked up how to actually use it, because I was kind of confused about how to, you know, roll like the dice, what the dice was used for, and the structure. Like I had to figure it all out. Anyway, it's easier than I thought it was. So when I sat with myself, you can either ask a question or you can leave it open to the oracle to reveal to you what you need to know. So it's very, very insightful and detailed and helpful. So that was that with the doors. I watched the video this morning from a prophetic channel that I usually watch. She did an April prophetic word, and one of the things she was talking about was none other than doors. By one of my sisters, shout out to one of my sisters, Mamina, she sent me, and I felt it this early this morning. I was up in the wee hours of the morning. I think I woke up at around 12 a.m. this morning. And right before I was going to sleep, it probably was close to 4 a.m. when I went back to sleep. And I felt like she was going to send me or share with me some new Japanese animation movie. I had a feeling she was going to do that, because sometimes she does share like new releases and stuff with me. And if you guys are familiar with Crunchyroll, like you guys probably are familiar, they have like different anime shows and stuff on there, movies and stuff like that. So she sent me this one movie that's, I guess it's about to come out. And the theme around the movie is about a door. And it has a female and male lead. And when they go through this door, it's like different portals in it. It's weird. So there's something with that. And then my brother, because I've been off of Instagram for a week or so, my brother sent me a post about the movie Coraline, the little girl with the yellow raincoat. And the girl was breaking down how she believed that Caroline had spiritual powers or gifts, and she had the ability to go into different portals or realms. So it was another thing with that. And I'm just like, okay, and this is all in the span of less than 24 hours, and not including the dream that I had and all of that, and this deck that I was guided to get. I got it yesterday. I ordered it Friday. And I was like, you know what? I feel led to get it, because the thing with doors, I was like, it's something calling me to this. I don't know why, but I'm going to just get it. I'm going to get it. Got it yesterday in my hand. I used it. But while I was outside just chilling with myself and stuff, I was guided to write some messages. Okay, so I'm gonna share with y'all. Okay, we're already 6 minutes in. I haven't even pulled or even gotten to the message, but today is April the 3rd, 2023, and I was led to add those numbers up. So the 4 and the 3 itself, 7. And then when you add 2023, that's 7 as well. Okay, so 77, which technically is, if you add that up, 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So you get that single digit of 5. Okay. So the energy around today is transition and change. Could be a little bit of an uncomfortable transition or change, or this is the theme of the energy. Okay. Or revelation around this energy today. So doors, I put the word opportunity, and I put time sensitive and blessings. So for some of you, this message is around an opportunity, and these opportunities may be time sensitive because, as you know, doors don't stay open for long, right? You don't want flies to get in. And for some of y'all, you heard your mom or your grandmama say this, like, you let my air out. Don't leave the door open for too long, right? So doors eventually close. So there is a time sensitive opportunity for some of you. There's an open blessing that's coming your way. The second thing I written down was answered prayers, answers to question or questions. So lately, this is another thing that just came to me. Another thing too is, like, lately, when I'm asking spirit or asking God a question, I was guided to visualize asking the question as if I'm waiting at the door and waiting for the door to be open, meaning the answer to come to me. And when I see the door opening, that means that the answer is there. And either it would come into me in a vision of what the answer was, or it'd be like a phrase or a word that will come to me. When I'm like, sometimes I'm using my cards, same thing, same method. I'm asking the question and I wait until the door is open, and then that lets me know, okay, stop shuffling, because it's about to give me the answer. So that could be literal for some of you. And that leads me to the third thing, knock and the door shall be open. It reminds me of that scripture. When you knock, the door shall be open. So whatever you're seeking, you're going to find it. Whatever you're asking about, you're going to find it. Whatever you've been praying about, it's going to be, right? However it's supposed to happen. The fourth thing that I wrote down was initiation. Okay. So this is a significant thing. And I feel like the dream where I had, where there was no door, like there was no actual door to shut nor open, it was just a pathway to walk through. To me, that symbolizes initiation, because it's like when you're being initiated into something, it's like you're already expected to walk through that door. There's no need to have it open or shut. It's like it's an expectation that this is the rite of passage or the pathway that you are to walk through. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense with that. Then it reminded me of my dream. So I wrote down, look at who or what is standing next to the door. Who is standing next to the door can represent a gatekeeper, whether it's a positive gatekeeper like a way shower, a helper, an angel, a guide, an ancestor, or someone that you can sense positive energy from. Or it could be an opposing force that's trying to keep you from walking through the door, especially if you sense like a resistance. Also, if something or someone is standing in front of the door, that could very well represent a hindrance or a blockage there. That person, that energy, that spirit, or that thing is blocking you from moving forward, okay? Whether it's an opportunity, whether it's a question that you've asked, a prayer. So just pay attention. Could also represent secrets being revealed or hidden knowledge. Sacred portals or demonic portals. So like in some of my visions, it would look like a galaxy when I would ask the question. So that to me felt like that was divine source. So if it would be anything like that kind of like dark or demonic in nature, that would tell you it's probably a demonic portal. But if you see something, maybe like, let's say you see a rainbow, I don't know, or you see trees, or you see an ocean, or you see it, whatever comes to your vision, it should let you know like what kind of portal or energy you're walking into, if you're walking into it. So I put future events and the prophetic. So like for me, windows are prophetic symbols as well, like a sneak peek into the future. Doors as well can be sneak peeks, especially if there's something on the other side that you can see, like you can actually see something. If it's pitch black, it doesn't always have to be negative. It could be something that is still unknown, or you're being called to walk into the unknown. And of course, doors can represent the spirit realm, or the open doors rather can represent the spirit realm. And again, what is behind that door? What are you seeing? Like, keep note of that. So if you're doing a vision or meditation, or you're having dreams, like pay attention to those things. So I wrote down the portal, the definition of portal. So by definition, portal means a doorway, a gate or other entrance, a large or imposing one. So portals are doorways or gateways, right? I'm sure some of y'all like, okay, duh, we know that. Or the spirit world. Portals can represent the spirit realm, the spirit world. And I looked at the definition of realms. Definition of realms is a field or domain of activity or interest, a region, anything occurs, prevails, or dominates. So some of these things that you're seeing, this can represent like the area that's most dominant in your energy field, or the most dominant area of your interest. Okay. Could also be like where, like in your dream times, it exposes the things that we carry in our mind or in our heart sometimes, or what spirit wants to communicate. So through there, things can happen there more fluidly because you are in a more relaxed state when you're sleeping. So I looked up the word domain, means an area of territory owned or controlled by a ruler or governor. So ask yourself, whatever it is that you're seeing around these doors, or through these doors, or behind these doors, who's ruling or governing it? Is it you? Is it something or someone else? Is it God? Is it your feelings or emotions, people that you're connected to, whatever, your fears? Like, ask yourself that question, what's governing this? And it can also represent like the realm or the future events that you're walking into, or the opportunities you may be walking into. It could give you detail around that. Okay. So I broke down the numerology for today, the energies for today. This is just all what I was guided to do. So you have independence. Number 1 being independence, consciousness, power, and individuality. And these are all my numerologic interpretations. It can resonate with you and it may not resonate with you. Number 2, partner, opposition, and balance. Number 3 is power, communication, knowledge, and mastery. Number 4, balance, stability, foundation, structure, home, family. Number 5, change, uncomfortability, childhood, and transition. And number 7, order, power, partner, divine order, divine law, divine consciousness, divine completion, and justice. Okay, so let's go ahead. And I forgot to put too, like, number 4, I was hearing the word feminine. So could represent your feminine energy or power. Today is Monday, which is Moon Day, which is a feminine energy, a psychic energy, a reflective energy, an emotional energy too, or subconscious energy. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. I feel like this message for majority is going to be about initiation, and I don't know into what capacity or what that would mean to each and every one of you, because you guys are all unique. Some of you guys, the opportunity that's opening up for you is in the areas of travel or trip or some type of foreign affairs. Could be overseas. Okay, so you have the Lovers and the Four of Pentacles here. That was just a vision that I just got real quick. But the Lovers and the Four of Pentacles. Let me keep pulling. Nine of Swords. The Ace of Wands. The Temperance. There's someone around you that feels defeat. This could be somebody that is seeking some type of support or help, but they're not asking, they're not reaching out. They may be keeping this to themselves. So if you sense and you feel this is someone you're deeply connected to, doesn't have to be romantic, but this could be somebody that you are, this is a reiteration, okay? Somebody's nickname could be Duck, Ducky, Daphne. Somebody's name could be Donald, literally, like I'm hearing this. I know it sounds goofy. Disney. Goofy. Donald and Daisy. But no, I'm hearing like those names, Daisy or Donald, or someone's nickname is Duck or Ducky. Or someone might have, their favorite toy could have been a rubber ducky or a stuffed duckling, like a doll or something. I don't know. But there's someone here that's like prideful and they don't want to let it be known that they need help, okay? This could be someone that's been on your heart and on your mind. This message is coming up again because I did a reading maybe a few days ago with this kind of similar theme or energy. Some of you guys are being called into the initiation of a healer or to be a divine intercessor, okay? There's someone that does not want to be a part of the monkey see, monkey do crowd. Like they're extremely independent, extremely prideful. So they're not going to let it be known that they need help, but you're being called to help someone. It may be someone that's under spiritual oppression with the Nine of Swords. And it's like you have the assistance or the help to work with this person. You have the gift of healing, okay? This person's foundation is falling apart and it's like literally smoking, and this person, instead of crying out for help, calling the ambulance, calling the fire department, and I'm just speaking like metaphorically, which could be their spiritual team, they're trying to handle it all by themselves. This person could be financially burdened. Yeah, and you smell the smoke, you can sense it. For some of you, you might be guided to light a candle for this person, or some type of healing work with water or oils. Some of you guys, this person might break down and reach out to you. They might. Could be the 14th. Could be 4 days, the 14th. Yeah, it's like this person, it's like they're helping you to tap into what your next purpose path call, or to be like to utilize your intercessor gifts, your healing gifts, however you're called to like step into it, but you're helping them as well, of course. You have Alchemy, the Dove, and Hathor. Y'all want to see something funny? The Dove is number 0, kind of like the Fool. And I want y'all to pay attention to what that word says. The initiate. The initiate, the innocence and trust. So you are being initiated into how to utilize some of your divine giftings, okay? You have a Hathor with number 14. There's something with the number 14. Because you have the temperance as well. So this can be connected to the temperance card. And also the number 5, 2, 1 and 4 is 5. Change. So Hathor says magic, the medicine woman, and integration. So yeah, some of you guys know how to work with like elixirs or herbs. The alchemy card, the 5 sacred elements, the number 5. I like y'all. Now come on now, spirit. We love it when you break it down. We love it when you're in sync with like it. The intuitive insights get validated, but doesn't necessarily have to be, but it does sometimes encourage the physical, the I gotta see it to believe it part of the self that needs to see the physical proof and evidence. So it does help with that. So let me read the dove. Dove can also represent your spiritual call, your spiritual direction, divine feminine energy too with that. So it says the dove represents the seeker as the archetypal principle of the principle of the innocent initiate who responds to the call to enter the mysteries or to request information or advice from the oracle. The dove is brave and courageous in the search for wisdom and in truth, and learns to trust his or her own inner knowing when engaging not only with the oracle but also with the powerful transformational forces encountered on this path. The dove carries an olive branch, a sacred offering, so that the initiate or seeker can honor each of the Neteru who serves as our allies and guides in life in our divining journeys with the oracle. The olive branch is humbly offered with a request for permission to enter the relationship or mystery teaching offered by each archetype that appears in this reading. The white dove is the bridge between the present world of humanity and the ancient past. For most people, the dove automatically evokes some kind of spiritual connection, as the olive branch evokes peace and reverence. This card is all about you. If you've chosen this card, you are being called to a place of innocence and trust, purity, and new beginnings. To fully receive the guidance that is being offered to you, you must be willing to empty out your old programming and beliefs, as well as your intellectual skepticism. Something new is coming. It may be time for you to begin again. In other words, to become like a small child or a babe in the womb, open to new information. This is also a time when an outer teacher may appear to guide you on your path. You may find yourself drawn to new teachings or new paths, including mystery schools. Now is the moment to respond fearlessly to that inner call. I have to say something real quick. So the story of it's crazy because sometimes these readings resonate with the messenger. Okay, my name means white dove, and my nickname is Noah. So like the dove in Noah or the Noah's Ark is funny because I always felt like in that position where, you know, people don't always take heed to what I'm giving them the guidance. Like sometimes later they'll come back and be like, you were right, or they'll apologize to me if they acted like an asshole, because I'm just a messenger. Whether it's a client, whether it's people in my personal life, like they don't always want to hear what I have to say until it comes to pass, because I'm submitting myself to spirit. So when I say something, it's not because I want to force my will onto you or my beliefs onto you. I submit myself as a divine messenger. So what comes through comes through. It might be uncomfortable for me to deliver it to you, especially if it's somebody that's close to me. And, you know, we can take it personal when our family or our friends tell us stuff that we don't really want to hear. So I'm used to that. So like with Noah, he was warning everybody in his community, like spread the word, like there's a flood coming. It's going to wash all this shit out. I'm preparing the ark. Y'all got to get ready. Y'all be ready. And everybody was like, whatever. So not everybody took heed. Not everybody jumped on. So you might be somebody that you might not feel like you matter or what you have to say It's validated. Spirit, why are you freaking me out? Okay, I'm looking at my bookshelf. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to send a picture or post a picture in the community. But I'm looking at my bookshelf, and there's these baby cards that I bought when I was wanting to do like spirit baby reads or whatever. I don't think I even used them yet. They sitting up there, and at the bottom of the deck I can see it. It's a freaking duck. I'm gonna have to show y'all this shit. It's too much. Anyway, let's read the Hathor card. Child, like, spirit, leave me alone today. Okay, 14. Okay. Beauty permits the goddess of love and joy, celebration and intoxication. She is the cow goddess of the night sky whose nourishing milk streams forth as the Milky Way. In the lineage of the most ancient grandmother Neith, who is sometimes depicted as a serpent who's reached inside of herself to pull out all of creation, an abiding sense of benevolence of Neith is infused into Hathor, the medicine woman, who integrates the light and dark into a magical blend of higher love and wisdom in her gold and silver chalice of healing. Her medicine resolves inner conflicts. Anything lowly in form becomes divine when blended with her love. She has the power to bring you to sacred marriage within, fostering unconditional love for yourself and others. When you are healed by Hathor's magic, you experience a peaceful yet powerful infusion of love. When she appears in the Lady of Beasts aspect, all of Earth's creatures feel blessed and safe in the presence, long to be close to her heart. If you have chosen this card, you have an opportunity to drink from Hathor's magical medicine chalice. As you focus on her loving presence, begin to resonate with her essence of the brew she's creating for you. This is her energy as well. Creating for you blend that includes the oppositions in your life, combined alchemically to transmute it into unconditional love. Feeling the healing power of love enter and flow through your being. Problematic situations, struggles, and even strained relationships can be transformed when you integrate Hathor's love. Hathor can also introduce you to your allies and animal totems. When you pull this card, it is a good time to notice who comes into your conscious awareness. You might even find that the totem appears in your outer physical surroundings over the next few days. Watch for the magic so you can engage with it fully. Okay. Some of y'all, that spirit totem may be a duck, literally. Let's see. The alchemy card, which is 𝗶𝗚. Okay, let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So the 5 sacred elements, it says the spiraling cosmic alchemical cauldron of Akasha expresses the sacred archetypes of water, earth, fire, and air in an internal dance of creativity, death, rebirth, and illumination. The embodied Shemitic mysteries on our planet. It is Akasha, spirit itself, that represents the 5th element. If you pull this card, you have all the tools you need to create your reality. Interact with the ancient Neteru to see how they are assisting you to accomplish your goals and manifestations in accordance with your divine purpose. The most ancient of Neteru have come together to help you to become the master alchemist that you are. Okay, so that could, be your divine team, your ancient divine team, your ancestors who lovingly guide you, watch over you. What else? Divine spirit. The truth. Number 25. Okay. So pay attention to feathers as well. There's a confirmation of truth that comes to you. Some of you, literally, a blue bird or a blue feather may come to you, whether in your physical, whether it's in a dream, whether it's something that you come across. There's going to be a confirmation for you with that, especially to a question that you might have asked. So let me read out of this book. It says, a great truth will come to light. A secret will be revealed. Your feelings regarding the situation you're asking about are true. Stand by your personal truth no matter what, and you will be rewarded. This is a time to let your authentic self shine. You have so much to express. Your voice is needed. You might have to deliver a truth to this person or people that may be crying out for help within their internal self, but externally, or part of them is not seeking. They don't want the help, or they're blocking the help. Okay, meditate on this when you want more authenticity in your life or want clarity regarding a person or situation. The symbol of this feather, y'all, is the feather of 𝗏. So again, more Egyptian. Not everything in this deck, they have Celtic meanings in this deck. So some of it is Egyptian or ancient Kemet inspired by some of the ancient Kemet goddess, and some of them are different cultures. Excuse me. So the feather of 𝗏, it says the ostrich feather is an Egyptian symbol for truth. At the time of death, the goddess 𝗏 would weigh the heart of the deceased against the weight of the feather to see whether the person had lived a just life. Okay. So some of you guys, you don't want that on your heart, that you didn't speak up or deliver a message as you were divinely guided to. Okay. You have the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and you have the Chariot. So the Chariot could be also the chariot or the wheel that Ezekiel, the prophetic Ezekiel in the Bible, saw, that spinning wheel, which was, I believe it was a 𝗟𝗓. It was an angelic creature that had the eyes, and it was a spinning wheel. And the message that he was getting, it freaked him out. He didn't want to really deliver that type of message. So for some of you, you might be like, I don't want to say these things. Okay. Maybe you're used to it on a little bit of a, you know, here and there, sprinkle dazzle. Maybe it might be on a larger scale, or to someone that you feel a little bit intimidated to speak this truth to. But nonetheless, if you're guided, you're called to it, you're called to it. This could save somebody's life, or you could be helping someone from a demise or destruction of some sort, because I'm seeing something with smoke. Like this person is like not seeing the destruction or something. They need some type of divine assistance or divine heads up, divine warning. It could be as simple as like, don't marry that person, you know, because that marrying the wrong person can lead to many detrimental things, like so many things. So, you know, it doesn't have to be this catastrophic thing. The Ace of Cups, more childless references as well. So the question to ask yourself is, are you prepared to have a new beginning in love? Okay. So it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be a new beginning in something that you love, or finding passion, or accepting your purpose, your call. Okay. Because to have a purpose in life, you have to be loved to some capacity. You're trusted enough to have a purpose or a call, which I feel like we all do. Not everybody's purpose is to do good. Some people choose to be demonic or evil, and some people choose to be of service or light, or of love to others. So I'm gonna leave it at that, you guys. I hope this reading resonated with you. Be blessed, be safe, take care, peace.